Reader, and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're just doing a quick recap on Wikathon week 1. Okay, so for the first week of Wikathon, I was supposed to do a reading vlog, but for some reason I forgot to start, and so this will be just me talking about the books that I have read for the first week. And I think it is fairly a successful one because I was able to finish 4 books, and that addresses 3 prompts, as I have set on my TBR video that you can watch here or through the link in the description below. So for the first book that I have finished for the Wikathon, we have Songs to Your Beat by J.E. Tria, and that fits the prompt Stupid Love. It fits the prompt Stupid Love, and Songs to Your Beat is a part of the playlist series revolving around the band Rain Man, and Nino, the protagonist in this one, is the band's drummer. So if you have been following me on my Twitter, you might have seen me sharing some of the favorite quotes that I have for this book, as well as a little fun conversation I had with the author. And it was surprising for me to feel such a strong connection with the main character. He had so many quotable quotes throughout the book, and I just enjoyed reading his journey. But I think it's just the way J.E. Tria writes. I think whichever Train Man member I have read for the day would be my bias. So if I read another story, I will feel connected to that protagonist. I mean, she writes just great, imperfect but still lovable leads. And now we have our special guest here, Monchi. Say hi. Hi. Hi everyone. Hi everyone. So my second read for the Wikathon is a middle grade book, and it's You Go First by Erin and Chata Kelly, and that fits the prompt new to me because I haven't read her works. I listened to this as an audiobook through Script, and it's about Charlotte and Ben connected through playing Scrabble online. Both of them have their struggles with their families, with their classmates and friends. It just shows seemingly simple problems that kids go through, but for them, at their world or at their mindset at the time, it's like their whole world is crashing. So it's really nice going back and seeing how we used to think and how we used to see life before when we were younger. And it's my first time reading Erin and Chata Kelly's work, and have to say that she writes very beautiful middle grade fiction. It's really like listening to a kid telling their story. There's nothing presumptuous about it. They don't sound like adults, and they don't sound too immature in a way, because though the book is a middle grade, it's very deep and mature. I have learned so much when reading this book. It shares, the hard side of growing up and the realities that you have to face, and some of us have to be exposed to that when we are way younger, or for example, dealing with divorce of your parents, or having friendships that grow out of each other. When you start to grow older and discover different things, and discover that you're not really the same. You don't have the same goals and behaviors or interests as some of your friends when you were in preschool or in grade school, and it's a reality that you face. For if you were like me, who studied grade school back when there was no internet and no mobile phones for kids, There's no way you can contact an old friend if they transferred schools and stuff like that. And there are just friendships that you grow out of. And though they are perfect friendships at that time, and it's nice to look back on these friendships. They will always be precious to you because these people have been in your life's worst moments at that age. You may not be able to connect with them now, but again, those friendships are still precious, and at that point in time, they have touched your life and yeah, stuff like that. The thing also about reading You Go First is all those random bits of trivia, general knowledge, things like related to science and related to literature, to words, and, because both Ben and Charlotte have their own quirks. They have this specific task that they're interested in, like passionately interested in. So yeah, and I think this is really a perfect read for a middle grade child because aside from, you know, knowing that deal with their emotions and their thoughts, they would also learn a few bits and pieces of trivia that they can use in school as well. So yeah. The third book that I have read is an anthology from romance class, and this one meets the prompt Filipino LGBTQIA+. And we have here Start Here, which was edited by Ronald S. Lim and Bridget Bautista, and this is an anthology of first encounters or meet cutes in the LGBTQ+ Filipino community. And this actually brought me so much surprise. Like, this book gave you works that will make you sad, that will make you happy, will make you feel kilig, and surprisingly, there are actually stories that are hot and steamy. And I was surprised. I didn't know that this specific anthology has that, but it's a good surprise anyway. And this book has 3, 6, 9, 10 short stories with MM or FF pairings. So there's lots of representation here, and I can't say much without going through each of the stories, and that would take a long time for us to complete it. But I'm very happy with reading this stories because they take place in so many different setups or settings. And there's one at a resort, there's one in a K-pop concert, there's one in a flower shop. It's nice to see that publishers and romance class itself is doing its part in also showcasing LGBT+ stories that we don't normally see published in traditional media. So I hope some of these short stories will be published as a full novel, because most of the characters are very likable, and I would love to see how the story of each of these couples progress, because I loved knowing their stories. So yeah, and again, like the other romance class title, there's so many quotable quotes on this book. In reading short stories or anthologies, this is not the only romance class anthology. There's so many other titles that you can check out. Recently, earlier in the year, I read From the Heart, which is an anthology that revolves around Pacific provinces here in the Philippines. So that's a nice one. Yeah. And lastly, the fourth book that I have finished for Wikathon Week 1 is Hello Universe, also by Erin and Chada Kelly. And though I have checked out the prompt new to me already. I still decided to listen to another one because I have seen Hello Universe read by many participants of the Wikathon. This is because in Hello Universe there is a Filipino character and it's actually the protagonist, Virgil, and one has lots of diverse representation. So the other protagonist we have here is Valencia, and she is deaf, and then she is classmates with Virgil, who is a Filipino. He is shy and he feels like he is different because his brothers are more athletic, and he's a lanky, shy boy, and he has a crush on this deaf girl in class because he is, I think, he has trouble learning math, so he has to stay for a special class to learn the multiplication table. And then there's where he sees this girl who is very smart but is also has a special class just to make sure that she is able to catch up on the discussions, since she has a hearing aid, and although she can speak, there's some problems with her hearing. So the teachers in the school just want to check on that. And then there's also this other character, which is Kaori Tanaka. She is within the neighborhood of Virgil's place, and she is a little girl who believes that she has powers, I think in fortune telling or clairvoyance, and she uses crystals and stones, and she has like this fortune telling business, and she has this connection with Virgil, and she's trying to help him, and Virgil consults to her with his crush on this person. And for some reason Valencia also encounters Kaori's flyer, and she also asks help from Kaori because she has this bad dreams, and yeah, so this in a way is also magical, and there's lots of Filipino representation. The characters in Virgil's family speak in Filipino, and his lola or his grandmother talks about Filipino I think mythical stories or traditional stories, just like the fables, but this time in a Filipino version. So so Virgil encounters a bully in the neighborhood, and one time when he's passing by through the forest, he and his guinea pig Gulliver fell under a trap, so they're stuck in a well, and the rest of the story unfolds with Virgil being stuck hidden under the well, hoping that somebody would rescue him, and these two other girls trying to save him. And it's a very, again, Erin Entrada Kelly's writing is superb. She writes great middle grade fiction, and I loved her style. And I think there's 2 more books of hers on script that I can listen to. If I have extra credits, I'll also, if not, I'll try to read them instead, because I really love the way she tells her stories. And Hello Universe is amazing. I recommend it to everyone. It's a good read, especially if you're looking for a nod to her being a Filipino. It's Hello Universe is a nice read. So also, again, Erin Entrada Kelly writes middle grade in a way that they are treated maturely. They aren't looked down on, and yeah, I don't know, it's just amazing. And of course, I'm rating this one 5 stars as well for this week, and I have checked 3 prompts already. I have 5 more prompts remaining. So if you have watched until the end of the video, thank you so much. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, click the bell button beside it, and comment down your thoughts on the titles that I have mentioned, and your recommendations for other Filipino authored works that I have yet to discover. So yeah, again, thank you so much everyone for watching. See you on the next Wikathon update. Bye!